crafters, welcome back to my channel, Choose Joy with Carmen. And this is going to be kind of a continuation of the card that I shared for Craft Roulette episode number 176. Uh, what had happened was I was trying to create this design here, and I thought, oh, I'm going to cut some extra paper while I'm at it. And then I realized I was cutting this wrong, and I ended up trying to fix it. And all that to say is I ended up having a lot of paper left and that was already cut, so I decided to just create some designs with it. And in that video, and I will link that video at the end of this video on the end screen, but in there, one of the comments on that episode was somebody had said, I hope you show us the rest of the cards that you created with all the leftover pieces. So that's what I'm doing in today's video. So the card that I created for Craft Roulette episode 176 looked like this. And you can watch that video and see all the details on that and why I created this. But then now let's move these aside. So I got four. I made four of the same of that design. And then let's pull in the other ones that I created. And I did four of this design. So let me show you them. Again, pretty much the same layout. Just kind of did some changing here. And there was these embellishments that were silver, and I colored them a little bit with a stamping blend to kind of match the yellow in the raindrops that are in this paper. And so I don't know if you can see that they have a little yellow hint to them. And then on this one, I put the designer paper down the side and said, "You're the very best," from a retired stamp set. And so I made four of that design. And then the next set of four look like this. And so I basically just used a punch, and I used that same punch to mat it. I just cut it in half and just kind of showed a little bit of it at the top and the bottom. Did some of those little flowers, put some embellishments in the middle of those flowers in the color that's in the yellow in this paper. And then the inside of this card says, "Wishing you the very best." And that's what those cards turned out to be like. Then I only had a little bit of scraps left, so I switched it up a little and didn't use this paper that I was using. I used it, it was still from the same paper pack, but I used this background here, and just kind of created a little scene up here with some berries, and because I wanted it to say thank you very much, so I did some little raspberries so it would match the designer paper here, and strawberries. And then I used the new deckled circles that's going to be in the new mini catalog starting on September 6th, and you can purchase them through December. I can't stop using them. I'm loving them so much. So I used that on this card, and I just popped up the top part of this on top of there and did some sponging around there. And then the inside says, "You always have a way of making my day." So I have two of that design. And then I had still some more scraps left over, and I wanted to use up as much as I could. So I created these cards right here. And I did, so these two have all strawberries, and this one has all the raspberries. And I did a little different coloring on them. This has a garden green card base, and then the Poppy Parade. And then I used the basic white with the stitch greenery. I love that. It just really adds to a card. So I had to stamp the sentiment first before I ran it through because then I didn't want it to be bumpy. So I have two in this color, a design, and inside I just had very little paper left over, so I just did a banner there, and I did some more of that stitching at the bottom there on the basic white and added a strawberry and wishing you the very best. And then this is pretty much the same thing except it's with the raspberries, and I have the Poppy Parade as my card base with the shaded spruce and Poppy Parade matted behind my designer paper here. And then the inside, um, again, I kind of probably went a little carried away with that, but I wanted to use those leaves because I had the raspberries and I was like, they're just kind of hanging out in midair, so I wanted them to be coming from somewhere. So I went ahead and did that, and that's probably why there's so much there. So this one you don't have a lot of room to write, but it still turned out cute. Okay, so that is the cards that I finished from the scrap paper left over from Craft Roulette episode number 176. And I hope you enjoyed them and hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what I would like. A thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. And if you're new to my channel, then if you could subscribe, you would help me try to get my goal of hitting 1,000 followers. Okay, well, until my next video, remember, choose joy, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.